The music industry is not really set up environmentally friendly at all.
You received an what is it, rock the boat award, I think, this year. What exactly? That's an award from the Sea Shepherd people, right?
Yeah.
What do you do with those people?
I'm a big supporter and fan, and I think that Paul Watson's probably one of the most important people of our time. And the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society is definitely one of the most important, if not the most important, environmental groups at the moment, in the fact that they don't have any other support. They're fighting illegal whaling all on their own, and it's heavy business, you know. Like it's pretty radical what they're doing. So, you know, I just really respect it.
What do you mean they have no other support?
Well, if, for example, in Australia, that you know they're in Australian waters fighting illegal whaling, and the Australian government doesn't support it at all, doesn't help them.
But it's not like other artists, maybe. That's, like other artists maybe support them as well, or is that? Are you alone in that as well?
No, there's other artists for sure that support them.
Yeah. You are environmentally aware on stage. I read that somewhere that you well, on tour. Are you environmentally friendly on tour, right? Something like that.
We try to be.
How do you do that?
Wow, a lot of times it's out of our hands, you know. We try to be as minimal as we can. We try and use biodiesel if we can. We try and, you know, cut down on our footprint. But it's hard because a lot of the time places just, you know, they just run things how they always run it. And when you're coming as an outsider, there's still a lot of waste and power and.
Yeah, because like when you're in a place like this, how do you try to make them, or well, convince them to do it different?
Well, we just, you know, try and keep things minimal, and you know, a lot of times we request like washable dishes, you know, and things like that, rather than this kind of thing. But whether you get that or not,
so they didn't quite listen here.
Or water in a big tank rather than lots of bottles, or you know, recycling. Some places in America you can't even recycle, you know.
No.
It's pretty bad. But the music industry is not really set up environmentally friendly at all.
But you then can you still feel alright being in the music industry? Doesn't that clash?
Yeah, it clashes.
How do you deal with it?
I can't.
You can't?
No, I just, you know, it bothers me a bit, but it's what it is.
What do you do with that? With that feeling? How do you?
I don't know. You know, music gave me the opportunity to build the house that I live in, which is all off the grid and eco-friendly. And that's a pretty amazing house, so you know, when I'm home I feel really minimal. When I'm on the road, I'm, I guess, part of the chain of helping to spread message for a positive future, you know, so maybe that's some kind of balance, maybe it's not, I don't know.
Do you think your fans really pick up on that message? Can change that?
Yeah, I think they connect with it. I don't think I'm changing anybody, but I think that they connect with it. I think like-minded people come to my shows.
So maybe people that are already into that cause. Now, how is your house self-sustainable, by the way? How does it work?
Well, it's completely off the grid, so it's standalone solar. And it's
Solar powered.
solar powered, yeah. It's worm farm sewage, so all the green waste, sewage, grey water, everything goes into a worm farm. Gets broken down by the worms, then it gets pumped through a sand filter and then comes out up the back of the property. And where it comes out, I grow fruit and vegetables. On top of the, the compost system. And then we catch rainwater. And yeah, that's about it. Straw bale.
Sorry?
It's made from straw bales and earth. Yeah.
Like stacked on top of each other?
Yeah, and then rendered with earth, with mud. Recycled wood. And
is it like maybe Aboriginal style of building houses as well? Or?
No. No. Aboriginal people never had houses.
Okay.
They were nomadic.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you do that as well then?
Impossible. Too many instruments.
Well, you're kind of nomadic already when you're on tour, of course.
Yeah, but in a very white man way.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you, man.